So, Pokemon Run Bun. Very difficult ROM hack. It's very hard. I do want to do... I want to try the Nuzlocke. I'm just going to try the Nuzlocke, you know? Just for fun. You know, I might suck. It might suck real bad. I might be really bad at doing the Nuzlocke. But it is something that I want to at least attempt because it seems like it would be fun. So yeah. I have messed around with this to some degree. I have gotten up to the first gym. I never beat the first gym, like I didn't get through it, but yeah. On a scale of small ant to 5-year-old, assuming small ant is like a 10 and a 5-year-old is a 0, I'd say I'm like a 6. Like, I know things well enough and I have the internet, so I don't need more stuff necessarily, but like I know stuff. I'm just like not necessarily as good as I could be. I'm a 2 at most. Grill indeed. All right. Let's get this going. All right. Right. I forget that I still have to set the clock in this ROM hack. Let me just skip through all this dialogue. All right. So here comes the good part. Well, hold on. Y'all aren't gonna believe what's about to happen. It's crazy, right? So normally, you know, you go through here and it's like, oh my gosh, Professor Birch? Oh no, he's getting chased by a Zigzagoon. You gotta pick either the Trico, Torchic, or Mudkip to save him. Right, guys? Right, guys? But... Now, I think that Turtwig is the best pick here, but I'm gonna do Piplup. Like, I just gotta. Like, why wouldn't I at this point, you know? But yeah, so this is how we start this. So Pokemon Run Bun is all about... Oh, wow. Clear Body's a crazy ability, actually. I didn't even realize that's what I had. That actually makes this a really good Pokemon as well. Basically, this was made by, like, someone who is, like, very... Like, a professional at Pokemon. And every single combat is made with, like, some... Like, basically every combat after, like, the first... boss is made with some kind of gimmick in mind. Even some of the early ones are made with a gimmick in mind. And you're just having to like figure out how you can best beat that gimmick. Very fun ROM hack. All right. So do we want to name these like after chatters, or do we want to name them after like something, you know? Do we want to have like a theme for all of our Pokemon? I know Small Ant has been doing food with his, but I feel like food wouldn't be a good option. Name them the digits of your credit card number. I don't know about that one. Maybe that'll be the next one. Maybe. Does Piplup fan fit? Name it Jeremiah. Piplup. It does. All right, Piplup fan, which number is this? Wait, so if I name it, if I name it Jeremiah, what's the theme then? Like, what would the other ones be named? Like, what's our consistency with that? Because either I'm naming it with chatters, or I'm naming it after like a theme. Bible character. Jeremiah 1. Are we just gonna name them like stupid names? Is that just what it is? Is that the theme? It's just like names that you would name a person? Barthon. I also like naming them after chatters. I think there will definitely be a second attempt of this. We'll start with naming them after chatters. All right, so immediately, right guys, we get two things, the endless candy and the repellent. Repellent is infinite repel. Endless candy is endless rare candy. So I can just, you know, level up as much as I want, and it won't let me go up past level 12. What? That's crazy. No, we're not doing the ban clause. That's a Ludwig thing. This is so sad. I apologize. But what we have here is the ability to walk through all the grass without running into a combat. Because with Nuzlocke rules, we don't want to get into our fight until we have Pokeballs, you know? That'd be bad, because we'd lose out on encounters. Also, this guy right here, he's pretty cool. He gives you a fishing rod. Let's see. Was that the super rod? It is. So it will, there is no like there's no rod difference in this game. It's just one fishing rod that gives you fishing checks. So there's like land checks, fishing checks, surf checks, rock smash checks, and then other checks. And so that just gives you every type of check that could be a fishing rod. Ended candy. But yeah, this stream is genuinely, this one's for me because I really want to play this game. And it's just a really good looking game. Like also the fact, so the other thing is this game gives you, or this game introduces it introduces mechanics up to Gen 8 and also introduces a bunch of Pokemon up to Gen 8. And so it is including, it doesn't have every Pokemon Gens 1 through 8, but it has a lot of the Pokemon Gens 1 through 8. Hello, Craig. Hello, Paper. I'm looking into a new setup so I can increase my streaming options. What do you mean by that? Like a computer setup? All right, let's head back. All right, and this is where he will give us some Pokemon. get that high Astro Train. You ever wonder what the characters think of your parents when you name yourself Gorley? Yeah. High Astro emote would be good, but we do have High and Astro, so like that's like kind of close enough, you know. Okay, so we got some Pokeballs, correct? Yes. Oh, we have 25. All right. So let me really quick equip that super rod and register it. And now let's go fishing, chat. What do we get here? Lotad. I'll take a Lotad. That's a grass type. Am I going to be calking? Yes. Obviously, I'm going to be calking. You can't just play this game as a Nuzlocke without calking. Oh my gosh. He did not want to go in that ball. Can we? I do really like the thought of just naming them Piplup Fan 1, Piplup Fan 2, Piplup Fan 3. Yeah. But no, I'm not going to do that. That's too much. Lily.
This will probably be a less profitable stream.
Thank you for the 20.
Mario, so this goes directly to the Astro Grilled Cheese.
Oh my gosh.
Fund.
Guys, do we think a bubble's gonna kill? Oh, yeah, Lily, thank you for that 20. And yes, this will go to my grilled cheese fund. Do we think that this will kill someone when it's quad resisted? There's no way, right? No way it would kill level 2. Let me just, hold on, let me just, oh, do I not have, hold on, guys. I have to do something really quick. Oh, where is it? Hold on. I gotta open something up really quick because I need to have the thing that lets me calc, and I forgot I don't have it for some reason. Where's the Lua file? Where's the Lua file? Oh wait, it's in here. Yes. Okay. And so if I download this, okay. Don't risk it. Surely not. You have enough Pokeballs. I mean, true. Hold on. Sorry. I will. Okay, so now I type export, that. And then the Showdown export. All right. Import. All right. So my Piplup against this level 2 Lotad. Oh. Chat, Bubble only kills, or sorry, Bubble only deals like 20% or 28% to this guy. We're good. See, it even crit. It wasn't even close. I need to increase the battle speed. I need to increase the text speed. That's what I need to do. Easy. All right, who wants to be low? Is this Ltad? Lily Tad. All right, what are we naming this one, chat? Hello, Axelup. El Dicolo. Name it after Jacob. I'll take Lily Tad. Guys, we're going with Lily Tad. Or do we just want, do we want it to be Lily Tad or we want it to be Lily? Like, do we just want it to be the names or do we want to make them like something with the Pokemon, you know? Cause it's a lily pad. Well, Piplafan, your name is the Pokemon, you know? Where that is the mixed with the Pokemon. You know? I like Lilitad. I like Lilitad a lot. All right. So I have a list of encounters that, oh, oops. I have basically a big list of things that I could possibly get. And so there, got Lotad. Lotad was a 10% chance, the second highest chance that there was of all the things. Here, we can get a lot of different things. I think out of everything, I would like either a Starly or a... Actually, yeah. I'd like either a Starly or like... I mean, Starly's probably the best for me. I would like a flying type. Lillipup, not the best, but also It's really funny. We got a different Lily. 2 lilies immediately. That... Hold on. We should have named it differently. We shouldn't have named that Lotad Lily. Hold on. Let me get some good... Let me get some chill vibes going. All right. Oh, what the? Why did that happen? Hold on, chat. There we go. Humble PK Hex name editor. I don't think you can actually put this game in PK Hex because there's so many things that aren't supposed to be in Pokemon Emerald. Like, I don't think you can rename a Piplup in this. That is true. The funniest thing would be to just also name it Lily. Hey, Lusai. Hey, I just got here, so we have Lily Tad and Lily. Lusai Pup, that's true. Lusai Pup would be good. I do think having the other L name that's in here goes crazy. Wait, we could just name it Lily Tad, but again, I think Lusai is good. All right, so that is our second encounter. And then we have the one in town, which is a fire type of some kind. They kind of give it to, or they kind of make it where you have a lot of different options to, like a lot of things immediately that you are given access to so that you can have whatever types you need. So here we get a Growlithe. And Growlithe has Intimidate, which is really good. All right, who wants to be Growlithe? We can discuss while I'm doing this. All right, I need to change the text speed still. Nice. That's Piplup fan 2 if I've ever seen it. Growlithe Jacob does not fit. We can name it Growl Jacob or Jacob Growl. Growl Lily. Guys, hear me out. What if we just made every Pokemon Lily somehow? Growlgino actually does kind of fit, I will say. That, like, Colgino, Growlgino, I think that would fit. We'll find something for Jacob that's good. Colgino, you want this? We going for Growlgino today? All right. Once we run out of chatters to do this for, we'll consider other options for names. All right. So since I started with a water type, I'm not wanting to catch water types as often. And so I'm choosing not to fish in this area when I could. Also, I already have... Actually, fishing here might have been good. I could have gotten a Chinchou pretty consistently. Since I already have a Lotad, that means there's a lower chance for me to get that Lotad. I could have either gotten a Tentacruel, a Skrelp, or a Chinchino here. But I got C-Dot, which is okay because it turns into a dark type, which can be really good later on. Is Farfetch'd in this game? I actually don't know. The audience will keep growing. Just keep up the stylish moves. True. Oh, well, that sucked. Hold on. No, this music isn't fun enough. All right. Gosh, chat, I keep forgetting. Chat, remind me to change the speed of the text whenever we get out of here. All right, who's a C dot? And to be fair, we can do names of people who aren't in chat right now, but we want to that we're thinking of, you know? I also really like the idea of just naming Pokemon that they aren't. Like, imagine if we just named this C-Dot, like, Bulbasaur. So far we don't have, so far we have Piplup, Colgino, Lily, Lucai. That's where we're at. But I do really like the thought of just commit. Do we want to commit to just naming them names of other Pokemon? Because I do think that would be really funny. And it would be really confusing, but incredibly funny. I also do like Astrodot, since I have an Astro bot that shows up in chat sometimes. Hey Dot could work, yeah. Well, we'll go with Hey Dot. Why not? Maybe, I think, because when this run inevitably dies, we'll switch to just naming it different Pokemon. All right, so with that, I can come over here and grab one more encounter. Hold on. What are we at right now? We're at 5, good. So at this point, this is where I get my flying type, most likely. There is a 5% chance that I get a psychic type instead of a flying type here, but I could get a flying type here, like most likely. I think a Rookidee would probably be really good. Rookidee is a very strong defensive Pokemon that I would love to see, but we'll just have to see. I got the psychic type. Okay, we got a Ralts. Hey, Gamer Axel. Chat, no one reminded me to change the text speed. I mean, there's no way a pound kills, right? Right? A level 5 Ralts. I think a crit would kill. That's it's not great. That's true. Changing the text speed will only take 2 minutes. That's something else I need to do. All right, we got it. What we naming Ralts? Paper Ralts. Hey, if Paper wants it, name it, change the text speed. Wadults. It's almost like we could name it Waltz. Like a Bringles Waltz that he got and then I think killed. I don't know. Or was it Bringle that got a Ralts? No, Bringle didn't get a Ralts. Who was I watching that got a Ralts? Oh, no. I genuinely don't remember who I was watching that I told them to name Ralts Waltz. I don't know. Wadults, though? Or Paper Ralts? I feel like we're gonna find a better thing for Waddle Dingus. I don't know. I feel like this is. I feel like Waddle Dingus has a lot of potential for a good name. I feel like Paper Ralts is just better right here. I think there's a lot of potential. Okay, chat. Fast. All right. So let's really quick just do some good old leveling up. Lotad got Absorb, got Bubble. Wants to learn Natural Gift. I don't know if I really want to teach it Natural Gift. That's too confusing for me. Let me just make sure what Natural Gift does, because it's a very silly attack. Okay, but it could be so good. So Natural Gift can be like just basically any type, just based on, it just depends on what berry you give it. And I feel like that's just really good. I feel like I get rid of Growl for it. I don't think I need Growl. All right, so let's see. Lusai got a lot of stuff. Baby Doll Eyes is a very strong move. It cannot miss and lowers the attack. I think that is probably more important than lowering defense. So yeah. Then Growlithe, we're just gonna go to level 12. It wants to learn Flame Wheel. Flame Wheel is probably better than Odor Sleuth. Odor Sleuth. Yeah. Although actually, let me check really quick. Export. Let me just update my calculator. He does have he actually has a higher special attack, so I'm partial against leveling up or getting rid of Ember. But yeah, I think I get rid of Odor Sleuth here. Then Haydot will level up. He didn't get enough moves to run out of space. And Paper Ralts got Disarming Voice. Let's see, what did y'all two get? And actually, let's take a look at these Pokemon really quick that we all just caught, because we got a ton of stuff, right? So we've got good old Piplup fan here with three perfect IVs, because starters always have them. And I think he might have them in the 3 best ones that we could ask for. What is an Impish Nature? Hold on, let me look at the nature chart. Let's see. Impish Nature is okay, so it is a decrease in special attack, which is theoretically not the best. But that's still fine. Piplup as a Pokemon has I believe it has a higher special attack, but so based on its stats, it basically is perfectly even in both attack and special attack. And it has the highest possible speed that it can, which is great. This means that this is a Pokemon that could theoretically just start sweeping teams if it had the setup for it. Not necessarily sweeping, but it's a killer. It's not a defensive Pokemon. Also, the fact that it has the ability Clear Body, so cool. Swift Swim, speed up in rain. It has Lily has pretty good IVs also. Pretty bad speed, which isn't great, but pretty good special attack and special defense. Might be useful later in the game. Lusai, really good stats overall. 5 above 20 is great. And Runaway, not the best ability, but that's okay. I don't know if you can get a different one. Growlgino, sorry, not Growlingo. Growlgino also has some pretty solid stats all around, yeah. And Intimidate's really good. And then C-Dot, Haydot, that's okay. Early bird, what? And then synchronize, passes on status problems. Good speed and special attack. So this could also be a really good Pokemon once we evolve it. All right, but let me take a quick trip to the Pokemon Center. Also, this right here is the extra person in the Pokemon Center. They can do a lot of things. They can help Pokemon remember moves, forget moves, change their nature, change their nickname, or apply status effects. So if I wanted to just burn my Pokemon or like poison my Pokemon before a fight, I could use this. Which is very cool because there's a lot of strategies that involve like doing that. And so being able to just kind of have that available to us at any time, very useful. To do remembering moves and maximizing IVs and changing nature, you need, I forget what it's called. Does anyone remember what the item is called? It's a something scale, heart scale. You need a heart scale to do that. All right, but here comes our first combat, which has, hold on, let me, is it up correctly? All right. So we've got a Poochyena, a Lillipup, and a Rookidee. The Poochyena is like this overall. These first few fights, overall, not hard because they are, they're overall not hard because they are set up in a way that, like I'm just a higher level than them currently. It'll get to the point where I'm not, like I'm about the same level as them and it's actually hard. But right now it's like, I just want to walk into this battle with Piplup fan and I'll be fine. So like, if I just do this. Yeah, this is a sand attack thing. They basically just want the, they basically just want to make us miss. Funnily enough though, we have a Piplup with clear body, which means it can't have its stats lowered. Which means that there is no way that this guy can actually hurt us. Or there's no way this guy can use sand attack on us. He sees that it'll do nothing and just won't use it. Which isn't great, but also we're 7 levels higher than him. It's fine. Like he's not gonna deal enough damage to us. So we just basically get 3 turns to, or a few turns to just kill some Pokemon. Wipes. We would never wipe to this fight. I know what things are coming until like a bit. we did just kill your relative. I apologize profusely. All right, and then I can also just bubble again. A critical hit. Wow. But yeah, so first fight, not bad. Very easy. And this is kind of how it will be for a little bit. So I might end up just kind of speeding through a lot of these like first 4 trainers. There's one trainer that I will specifically not speed through because it's a hilarious Pokemon, or it's like a hilarious fight. So for this next fight, we've got, for those of y'all who want to see, we've got this guy, I believe. Yes, we got this guy. So what's really good, again, well, actually I was gonna say a flying type. We don't actually have flying types, except we have Piplup fan, who has the move Pluck. So that's just gonna be really good in this fight. Oh, oops, wrong one. So, again, Piplup fan the GOAT. But yeah, if we just... You know, it's serious ROM hack when I open stream and immediately see a spreadsheet. Nah, this is easy. Look, I'm just killing them all. Why did I heal? Chat, how did I heal? Oh, I plucked the berry. I forgot that's what pluck does. Chat, I'm silly. Yo, pluck goes crazy. There's that Starly that I wanted, man. Flying types would be so good right now. All right, so there's some orange berries here. And we've got some, I believe, Pekka berries. Yes, all right. And then this guy, this next guy, we've got has a Skiddo, a Litleo, and a Psyduck. So this guy is basically like the, have you made sure you have one of every starter type? Because he has a grass, a fire, and a water. So like you just got to be able to deal with each of those. And thankfully, you know, we've got a grass, or we've got a water, a grass, and a fire. So it'll be fine. He starts out with the Skiddo, so we want to have Growlithe out first. This is an orange berry. It heals you for 10 HP when you go below half. All right. But yeah, this is just making sure I know type charts, basically. So now I switch to Piplup, Bubble, Dedge, and then I switch, he goes in Psyduck, and then I switch to Hayden. Actually, no, I don't switch to Hayden. I forgot C-Dot sucks in this game. I just use Absorb with Lilithad. Gosh, I forgot how bad C-Dot's move pool is. Yeah, Paper, you are chilling in the back. Ralts will be there eventually. Just not yet. Actually, what moves does Ralts know again? Hold on. I just realized. Guys, why didn't anyone tell me? I missed the T in Ralts. Do we want to rename that, or are we just having Paper Rolls? Confusion, disarming voice. Okay, yes. Did you increase the text speed? I did. Sounds like overall Paper Rolls. So this next battle, guys, it's really funny. So we've got this right here. They both have metronome. And also Spinda has, or Swirlix has Unburden, which means if it eats a berry, it'll speed up. And Spinda has Own Tempo, which I believe means it can't have its stats lowered. I think. If I'm remembering that correctly. I told you that you missed the T, you just missed the message. Also use Z instead of S. Yeah, but Ralts, it sounds better. Own Tempo, it can't be confused. Right. Bringle's out here being like a 7 out of 10 on the good at Pokemon scale. But yeah, so they both know metronome, which means this fight is like random. I could just die to like a Fisher or something, and I don't think there's really anything I can do about it at this point. Like if the game really wanted to, it could just kill me. But with that being the case, what we got, team? What we got? Let me just make sure of the moves that we got. Astonish could be theoretically good. We just don't really have anything that can like kill Swirlix immediately, and so I think we just kind of have to hope for the best right here. I'm gonna have Growlithe in the back line so that if I need to intimidate something, I can. But I think I'll just start with Piplup out. Hopefully he doesn't get hit by like a 1 in like 5,000 Fisher that hits, because that would be tragic. This is like the only RNG I'm gonna have in this playthrough. Not the only, but like, oh hey, a mouse. Let me fix that actually. I should not have a mouse on the screen. Okay, it's gone. I believe in you, Piplup fan. You can do it. Wait, actually, hold on. Okay, that actually is better. Okay, so hold on. So what we're gonna do, chat, is I'm gonna pound. Acrobatics is crazy. I'm gonna pound again. That's unfortunate. I was hoping I would leave it at just above half HP so it wouldn't use the berry juice. I was gonna steal its berry juice. That's upsetting. Sand tomb. Chat, we might be cooked. Chat, we might genuinely be cooked here. Hold on. Getting sand, like stuck in a sand tomb is crazy. Chat, I don't know if I can do anything here. Okay, speed. Speed lower is crazy. That's actually really good because that means we outspeed and kill here, I think. We don't. I think we're alive. I think we're fine, chat. I think the sand tomb is also gone. Okay. Chat, we're good. Sorry, what was that own tempo effect? Yes, own tempo apparently also just blocks intimidate for some reason, just so y'all know. That's why I thought it didn't, that it blocked stat lowering stuff, because apparently it just blocks intimidate for some reason. Don't ask me why. All right, don't hit that 1 in 2,000 Fisher. Oh, it went right below again. Okay, we have to hit this guy with 3 things. Unfortunate. Actually, what is Spinda's? Okay, oh yeah, Spinda just has all 60 as its different things. Right, I forget that Spinda's stats are just 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, so it can have 360 as its total and be a circle. Yeah, own tempo got crazy. Waddle Dingus did it, guys. He asked. Please, Geomancy? Uh-oh. Chat, I don't like that. Chat, I don't like that. I don't even know what Geomancy is, but I don't like it. Don't worry, guys. We kill, though. We're fine. We're fine. It's okay. All right. So now we're into the next town. Wait, is there an item down here? I forget. Yes, okay. Whoa, a potion. Spin does Xerneas. True. I just realized Piplup fan might have been able to die there. I'm definitely slower than that, Starly. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about the world where that could have happened. How you doing, man? I'm kind of a Pokemon expert, so I'm gonna vomit knowledge all over the place. That's totally fine here. I need as much help as I can with this. Hello, let me get the Pokemon. All right, so here I can get a Krogunk, which would be the most common. All right, sure. Perfect. Krogunk is a fighting type and a poison type, which is going to be very cool. Why did that skill look like terrestrializing? That's a good question. Ooh, I need to buy more Pokeballs, actually. I'm, like, dangerously low on Pokeballs. Krogunk. A level 5 Krogunk would be fine to a pound. Okay. He would absolutely get destroyed by a Pluck, though. All right. Yeah, what will Krogunk be named, guys? Brigunk is crazy. Or Bringunk. I'm trying to think if there's anything, like, better, you know? Bringunk is really good. I just hate naming it that. I'm gonna have to switch to a different Pokemon. This guy's kind of destroying me, guys. Actually, chat, how many Pokeballs do I have? Okay, still 9. We'll be fine. Let me switch over to good old paper rolls. Paper rolls. Oh yeah, that's fine. Hit with that Pokeball. We got Bringunk, guys. Let's go. All right. Bringunk. That what we're naming it, guys? Bringunk, like that? We good with that? I can change it later if we're not good with that. That's good enough. That's for sure it. All right. So that is the Petalburg City encounter. Let me go heal in the Pokemon Center. Don't worry, Pokemon cannot die to poison in this game outside of battle. So we're safe on that front. Let's actually bring in Bringunk instead of having Haydot, because Haydot kind of bad for now, and it's gonna be a little bit till Haydot gets better. So yeah. So wait, is this just built-in Nuzlocke rules? So you have to do like the catching only one Pokemon of each route on your own, but there are level caps automatically in place. That's the only there's level caps and you can't use items in battle. Those are the two things that are like built in, and then everything else is kind of what you choose to do. I also get an endless rare candy and some repellent. You learned Fake Out. That's pretty good. Fake Out's crazy. Was that Venom Wave? I believe. Oh, Vacuum Wave. Yes. It was a fist to send a wave that he goes, Hadouken. The internet didn't explain much to me. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Hey, Dad. All right, Wally. What's up? You catch that, Ralts. Wow, that was so cool, Wally. Good job. He's cracked. He didn't even take a single hit of damage. What the heck? All right. So here we can get a few different things. I do think it is still better to do a non-water encounter because there's a lot of bug types here, and bug types are really good in, like, they can theoretically be really good in Brawly's gym, which is actually the first gym of this this ROM hack. Hold on, I forgot to go buy. I need to buy more Pokeballs. I'm down to like none, so let me buy in groups of 10 to get some Premier Balls because they didn't add the fact that you get Premier Balls based on how much you buy until like way later. Like, I don't think this was until like Gen 8 or no, I think 6 or 7. But like, gosh, why did they not add that sooner? We are catching Pokemon. That is true. It definitely wasn't in 6. Then I think it was like 7 or 8. It's really stupid how long it took them to make it where you get an amount of Premier Balls. How far do I think I'll make it? Like today or in this attempt? I think if I'm like actually slowing down and actually thinking about my encounters, I think I can get past Brawly today. It depends. Now, the hope is to get even further. I would love to get past Roxanne. There's just a lot of fights in here that are terrifying. I always kind of like that you can only get 1 Premier Ball per 10 plus purchase rather than just buying 50 and getting 5. Makes you feel like you're deal hunting, but in Pokemon. That's fair. It's like you walk in the store and you go, actually, you said I can't use 2 coupons, but actually this is 2 separate orders, which means that you actually have to let me use the 2 coupons. So, checkmate, liberal. How much will I deal to a blip bug? That's level 5. Too much. I have to. I actually have to just go for it without damaging it at all. I will just kill it if I do. For some reason, I've never seen blip bug. This guy's Gen 8. He evolves into Orbeetle, which honestly, just a better Lediba. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but someone's got to say it. Orbeetle is just the better Ladybug Pokemon. All right, who wants to be Blipbug? I'm glad Hayden came back to start suggesting I just name them names of people again. Luigi, you want it? I will save you for a fairy type, Amber. I got you. Luigi, how do you want name it Nerd Toad? So what we've been doing is we've been trying to incorporate it into the name of the Pokemon. So like that's why Lily is Lily Tad and Lucai is Lucai Pup. We still need Jeremiah. Blipizza. Luigi Bug. Luwip Bug. Blipizza. Blipizza. All right, we will have Blipizza. Pizza. Oh, I accidentally got rid of a Z. All right, perfect. Blipizza the goat. All right, chat, let's go look at Blipizza. Let's look at good old Blipizza and see what kind of stats he's got. What kind of IVs this guy got? Not bad. I mean, it could be worse. I think this is above average, so that's pretty good. I would like if he was a higher special attacker, but it's not bad. Like, it's certainly not bad. lower attack, perfectly fine. We don't really care about attack on like a special attacker like Orbeetle. And higher defense just means survivability. Compound Eyes raises accuracy. That's good because like if it comes up and if this guy can actually deal with it, a lot of Pokemon have like later on have the item Bright Powder, which lowers which makes it where you are, I think it's 10% less likely to hit them. Like they have a 10% increase to their evasiveness. So that could be very good later. Yeah, absolutely could be worse. Yeah, we're good for now. So this next fight, let me just show y'all what this next fight is. Hey, that's me. This next fight is this one. Now this fight doesn't look that crazy, but this guy has Sonic Boom, which always does 20 damage. And let me save really quick. But if you look at my Pokemon, oh, I need to heal Piplup. But if you look at my Pokemon, every single one of them dies to 2 hits of 20 damage. So really scary. And so that means that if my Pokemon that deals with the first, or the Pokemon that's before Yanma can't kill the Yanma, then I could probably lose a Pokemon. But let me go heal first, but then I'll explain. But Gunk is peak. But we do have a way around this because we've got some good stuff. Oh, there will definitely be a lot of replacing. No one is on this team forever. Like we will be switching things around a lot in this. But we have a secret chat. I can just give my whole team an Oranberry. And now all of them can survive 2 hits. And they can only get 3 shot by things. So we want to start this with being like killing the Krabby, because Krabby will always start out. So we want to kill the Krabby with, let's say, our Lotad, our Lilithad, and I think we just go ahead and go in. I don't feel like I need to calc for a lot of these early things. I will calc after the next fight. Goodbye, Piplup. I will try not to kill you because you're actually a very good Pokemon for me. All right, we got Absorb. Flinch. Stop that. Guys, if I get flinched 4 times in a row, I didn't even think about that. I could just get perma-flinched by Stomp. Flinch and Steep. We're fine. It's fine. It won't happen. Oh, this guy also has an Oranberry. Uh-oh. Nah, it's fine. We 2-shot him anyway. No way that we would ever die here. Right, guys? Right, guys? Yeah, we're fine. Easy 2-shot. Okay, so now what most likely happens is he sees that Clobbopus isn't going to do very much to me, and we'll send in Yanma. Correct? Okay. He sends in Yanma. He does have Acrobatics, which does a lot. He does also have an Iron Ball, which decreases his speed, I believe. But I want to save... I want to make sure that I have Paper Rolls around for the Clobbopus or the Piplup, or Piplup. So I want to do this. Yeah, hey, this is not a. All right, so I bring him out so that I can deal with this guy. We're good. He has Speed Boost, which is gonna make him just do a ton of damage. But if I am not mistaken, I believe Yanma has a lower special defense. That he is equivalent special defense. So I want to Flame Wheel here because that's my stronger attack. Wow. 1 HP. That's insane. But I actually have to switch out here because I am slower than this guy. And I'm exactly at 20 HP, which means I cannot do anything here. Does Lillipup have anything that's good? No, but also it's probably the better option here. Because I just have to deal 1 damage to this guy. So this goes up to 23. We'll survive another Sonic Boom. And so I can just use Tackle. Scary, left at 3 HP, was never in danger though. Everyone takes a lot of damage from this guy. All right, so now I'll switch into Piplup. Fan. Yeah, that Yanma was at, I think, +3 or +3 speed. So that guy was sitting at a solid, a lot of speed, a solid lot of speed. Steal this guy's Oran Berry from him. Yep, good, easy. I will say, having Pluck is really good because a lot of these Pokemon have like really good, whatchamacalls them, abilities, or like really good items. Actually, does Unburden when it's used or lost? Okay, so if I were to use Unburden, that'd be bad. Okay. Or if I was to use Pluck, that would be bad on that later fight, but that's okay. Actually, I don't think it would be, now that I'm thinking about it. What's the... Sorry, I'm just looking towards the future. It's... Okay, Pluck again. Oh, actually, I can just... Yeah, I can fully wall that guy. Now that I'm looking at it. Pluck is so good. Okay, yeah. Okay, I just have an answer to a later fight with this Piplup. All right. Let me go heal up really quick. We did do it. All right. Yeah, good job, Gorley. You did it. All right, so our next battle we've got is good ol' Fisherman Darien. Y'all see what this guy's got? Real scary, real scary. 2 whole Magikarp, guys. What are we gonna do? I don't know what we could possibly do against this guy, chat. No way we could ever beat 2 Magikarp. Oh no, it has Hydro Pump. What are we gonna do? I think we'll do it. Let me just make sure. Let me just... man, I wish that this calculator let me show everything with how I have the stream set up. Hold on. All right, so the way, if y'all haven't seen this calculator either, I can basically just put my team down here with a like special thing. Let me just, I can just put my team down here, and I can be like, okay, I'm going to be fighting the trainer Fisherman Darien. So I just put in Magikarp, and it pulls up Fisherman Darien. And then I can see both of his Pokemon down here, and it'll show me all of their stats. So, with the information that I have here, I can go, yes, Lotad. Lotad for the bouncing Magikarp. The bouncing Magikarp will do up to 90.9 damage, and that's not including a crit. So that'd be bad if we got crit by that. But because it only has this flying type move, we could just like put a lot of different Pokemon against this without any fear. So like we could put that Blip Bug would be bad. We could put Piplup against it and it would be good because yeah. And I believe Piplup is actually the best answer here. Actually, it's probably baby dollizing thing, but yeah. I think it would be Piplup here. And then you can see that against the second one, my low tag completely walls it. It maxes out at a 15 damage tackle. So, yeah. Oh yeah, you're still alive. Everyone is still alive. I will probably put a death counter on screen when someone dies. So don't even worry about that. But yeah, we just start out with Piplup Fan. And we good. All right. So yeah, I believe it is faster than us because yeah, this guy, Magikarp is very fast. So we're just gonna not worry about it first turn. And then we will have to hit it the second turn. It does have a choice band, which means that it will be doing more damage with its one move of choice, but I can pluck that away and start dealing more damage with my move of choice. Never mind, it only plucks berries, I forgot. Chat, it's still fine, I have to do this slightly differently. Never mind, we good. But yeah, we just kind of gotta mess around with this Magikarp. I would have loved to have a flying type. Having an aerialacing, either Pidgey or Fletchling is very good, just all over the start of this, because having non-missing 60 damage move on like Pidgey or Fledgling is so strong. Or not Pidgey or Fledgling, Starly or Fledgling. Pidgey's okay, but Starling and Fledgling are very strong Pokemon. And it's actually really unfortunate that I got a Ralts instead of one of those. But it's not like the end of the world. This guy, even with a crit, cannot kill me because crits in Gen 3 only do 1.5 times as much damage, not 2 times as much damage. So I'm in no fear of dying here, even if I get crit. See? There you go. There's that crit I mentioned. And so here I switch into Lucaipup. And with that, I can just use Tackle. That's crazy that I got hit with the paralysis. It's fine. Oh, I somehow full screened my game. Oops. My official Game Boy. And yeah, this other Magikarp literally can't do anything to us. We completely wall the Magikarp with Lilitoad, or yeah, Lilitoad. Or Lilitad, sorry. Yes, this is a Nuzlocke. I plan on trying to do this with full regular Nuzlocke rules. It just, I doubt I'll get very far, but I'm doing this for me because I just really want to play this. That's why I'm playing this at like 10 at night. Boom. Oh, right, he has a focus sash. My bad. But yeah. I mean, I'll be fine. Like, I'm very excited to play this. He hits me with a flail. Oh no, it's gonna do like 20, 50%. Okay, yeah, flail is actually very scary with this guy, but there was never a fear of death. Even if he crit, that would have only done about 25 damage, I think. So yeah. Now we run back and heal again. And while I'm doing that, I will let y'all take a look at the next trainer. It's Lady Cindy, which is quite possibly one of the most annoying trainers that, like, is in this thing, I swear. She has 3 different Pokemon that all know Attract. 2 of them know Thunder Wave, 1 of them knows Stomp. It is so frustrating to kill. What is Cute Charm again? Let me just make sure really quick. Is that just, it has a chance to infatuate also? There's also just a 30% chance to infatuate on contact. Great, love that. So that's a fun thing with this fight. But yeah, Attract it doesn't matter what gender it is in this game. A very progressive ROM hack. Let's see. Let me really quick increase the level of this Blippiza. Blippiza's evolving. Oh my gosh. We got a Dottler, guys. How will I get through this? That's a great question. That's a great question. Let me make sure of something. Cool. Yeah. I just wanted to check on the reflect stuff. There's a lot of things that I just don't know about in Pokemon. Were we supposed to see the evolution? Oh, nah, I forgot. Yeah, he evolved, guys. I forgot. But yes, we have a Dottler now. Here, let me show you what Dottler looks like in this. There you go. There's a little Dottler. Still has compound eyes. I got reflect, light screen, and confusion, just so y'all know. So let's see. Against this, against her. Actually, let me do this really quick. This will just be better. I can shrink this one down a little bit, and then just have two different ones. There we go. No, only Blippiza evolved. Colgino, you are still a good old Growlithe. That requires a Firestone, I believe. But so we've got good old Lady Cindy here. Very aggravating Pokemon, or very aggravating trainer to deal with. But I'm going to go into, and actually let me grab this now because I can set this up differently. Let's grab this, and then this, and then that. Import the custom set. All right. Remove Pokemon. Oh my gosh. Yes. And then I want to import this. Perfect. Okay. So now we want to deal with Lady Cindy. So the first order of business will be basically just making sure that these Thunder Waves can't mess with me. So I'll be equipping Cherry Berries to all of my Pokemon so that I don't take a ton of, like, I don't get paralyzed all the time. The next thing is figuring out what can deal with these guys. So, Blipbug is actually a pretty solid choice just because it doesn't take that much damage. Krogunk is also pretty solid because while it does not outspeed, it can use Fake Out, and so that's a free turn that the Minccino will try to do something and won't be able to. And actually, hold on. Yeah, so Fake Out, very strong. Bring Gunk, great Pokemon. Oops, what the heck? Let's see, who has a very high, or who has like very little damage taken from this guy? So Dottler, Dot Pizza, very strong. Blippiza, very good defensively for special attacks. So what I could do is I could have, let's see, how much damage does, that's a lot of damage from that. But I can have a Oran Berry on Krogunk, and I could just I could theoretically start the battle with Blippiza paralyzed so that it would never use Thunder Wave on Blippiza, and that would or I could have it not paralyzed. I could have it like poisoned or burned or something. I probably would have it burned. And by having it burned, it will never use Thunder Wave on him and will instead use probably Attract, which is annoying, but that will force it to use Attract, and then when I switch into Krogunk, it will try to do other things. And so that will be how I can deal with that. I probably will actually just go ahead and pre-paralyze the... I think pre-paralyzing the Dottler is actually a solid play, because that will kind of force it into attracting, and as soon as it stops attracting, I can do other things. The one issue with that is it does a lot of damage. No. I do want to... I do think that the best play here is not to do anything like pre-status conditions. I do think it is to just use some berries. Oh, wait, I don't have cherry berries, but I get them before I fight this for sure. Like, yeah. Yeah, it's up here. Okay, give me those cherry berries. Yes. All right, so we have those cherry berries. We can give the cherry berry to... Who does the most... Like, who kills this Minccino really fast? Let's see. We've got Dottler. Okay, so Krogunk does a lot. If I can... Yeah, so this Minccino is actually... This is actually a really hard fight for us now that I'm looking at this. Oh my gosh. We are not equipped for this fight at all. Holy... So Krogunk Bringunk sucks for a lot of this. But I believe what we need to do is I can use Bringunk to most likely just kill the Minccino. What I will want to do is let Blapeza get... Yes, I want to equip a Cherry Berry onto Blapeza. Theoretically, it should... If I have this Cherry Berry equipped on Blapeza, it should theoretically use Thunder Wave, and then I heal the Thunder Wave, and then it uses Attract instead. Or no, sorry, and then it will use Thunder Wave again. But on that Thunder Wave turn, I can switch into Krogunk, who will also have a Cherry Berry equipped. Oh, oops. And that will heal it, letting me use a Fake Out guaranteed. And then the Attract is the annoying part. The Attract sucks so bad. And I don't have a way to deal with it. What is Synchronize? Wait, I just realized. How does Synchronize work? That Pokemon will be inflicted with the same. So, okay, Ralts goes crazy here. This is actually an insane Pokemon. So, yeah. So if now that I'm looking at this, guys, if I equip Ralts with a Cherry Berry, Ralts can paralyze 2 Pokemon. Poggers. So Paper's gonna pop off here. So if I equip the Cherry Berry, it'll something will Thunder Wave it, and then I can just heal it, switch out to a different Pokemon. So I think I actually start with Ralts here, which is crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Okay, so here's the play, chat. It's time for good ol' hold on. Hello. There we go. I zoom in on this. There we go. All right. All right, chat. So we've got my thing right here. So we do the, oh, my fault. We start with turn 1, right? Good old Ralts. Then turn 2, I'll get paralyzed, right? Thunder Wave. Then I switch from Ralts to Krogunk. Swap Krogunk. Once I do that, I'll get hit by another Thunder Wave. And then I can fake out. I think you have to actually be affected. Well, it affects me, and then I get unaffected, right? Like, it still hits me, right? Even if Synchronize would have no effect due to the other Pokemon already having a status condition or the Pokemon's type, ability, or team condition, i.e. Safeguard, it will still activate but have no effect. If a Pokemon with Synchronize has a berry that cures the status condition it was just inflicted with, it will still activate before the berry is eaten. So yeah, it definitely works. So we fake out, and then the next turn I theoretically get Thunder Waved, but heal it. Or no, I don't heal it. But it'll be paralyzed, so I might not even get Vacuum Wave. There's a lot of chance right here. But I should theoretically be able to Vacuum Wave. This does leave it at 1 HP, which isn't great now that I'm thinking about it. Hold on. So if I have it right here, so the Vacuum Wave to Minccino deals 70%, and the Fake Out does 23 at max. So right here, I still have a solid, I have a possible 25% like a 30% HP that I need to deal. So I think I actually start with Dottler in, hit a Confusion. So yeah, hold on. Let's go back to this. So I start with Dottler. All right. So let's move this down. Dottler, Confusion. And then we've got the Thunder Wave. Hopefully, it should. Actually, Thunder Wave comes first, but either way. Thunder Wave, then I Confusion to deal the... Making sure it has a chance to not deal enough damage. This is a really bad fight for us. Okay, no, actually, I start with Colgino, or Grougino here. It can do a solid, like, 40% with this. It's a hard challenge. So I actually start with a good old Grougino here. It sadly does not outspeed. It still gets outsped very slightly, but that is definitely going to be fine for sure. So Growlithe, Flame Wheel, and then I swap to Ralts. Take the Thunder Wave. Ralts then takes the... Ralts then... Gosh, this is like the next fight, so much easier. I think it's the next fight that's easier. Yeah, next fight, incredibly easy, actually. This one fight just sucks. So... Gosh, this is an annoying fight. Wow, I don't know why my stuff is freezing lately. I might have to just like deep clean the internals of my computer. I don't know why my camera freezes every now and then. Flame Wheel is fine. Yes. Okay. So chat, we are going to start with good old Grougino here. Let me check how much damage. Okay, Ralts cannot die to a Swift, which means that we are okay. Hello, Patamos. Patamose. So I want to use Cherry Berry on this guy. And then I basically want a Cherry Berry on everyone. Because it's insane, the RNG in this fight. Like, a lot of the early game fights are RNG because they're allowed to be. Like, you're not gonna have that much trouble getting to this point. After this, I don't think there's much crazy RNG like this. But I believe it is genuinely just Cherry Berry everyone. All right. So, to recap, let's see where we are. So, hit with Thunder Wave, but I have the Cherry Berry so that I can Flame Wheel. Then I swap to Ralts so that it Thunder Waves again, and then hits with the a Synchronize, so that then the Minccino is paralyzed. And then after that, I switch to Croagunk, hit a Fake Out Vacuum Wave, and that will kill the Minccino. Right, guys? So 3 Pokemon for one of the enemy's Pokemon. Now, all right, so now we've got the good old Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff takes very little damage, but also doesn't deal that much damage. And what item is it holding? It is holding an Oranberry, so I theoretically think I switch into Piplup here. Or no, I switch back into Ralts. I switch into Piplup, pluck the berry, and then switch into Ralts. Okay, yeah. So, I switch to Piplup, get hit by a Thunder Wave, I think. That's not great, actually, getting hit by a Thunder Wave. I'm faster than Jigglypuff, though, right? By, like, a lot. Yeah, okay. I outspeed Jigglypuff with most of my Pokemon, so that helps a lot. Do I outspeed with Phanpy? With some, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's okay. So, what we're doing here is we need to then do Piplup, switch, and then Thunder Wave, and then I pluck. Actually, I don't think I pluck at all. I think I I think I do Ralts again. Yeah. And then I switch. So at that point, I don't switch in Piplup first. I switch in... No, I have to switch in Ralts. Yeah. So I switch in Ralts because my Bring Gunk is going to already be paralyzed at this point. So I have to switch to Ralts, who has Cherry Berried and is no longer paralyzed. Ralts is crazy in this fight. So Ralts will then paralyze or come out, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I have to paralyze it. And then it will paralyze them. And so Ralts, and then it'll hit me with Draining Kiss, I think, which will do... Let me just make sure. Draining Kiss on Ralts will deal a decent chunk, but not a problem. If it's a sure crit. Hold on, let me just make sure. Where's the crit button on here? Chat, where's the crit button on the Pokemon calculator stuff? I know there's a crit button somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, so only up to 70%. So as long as I have above 70% HP, I'll be okay. Which is fine. So, yeah, Ralts hasn't even taken damage at this point. So even if I get crit, we good. My ADHD brain wouldn't be able to remember what theoretical current state of my Pokemon was while writing the steps. That's why okay, Ralts. Yeah, okay. So Ralts at this point, not paralyzed, okay? Right? We're not paralyzed. Ralts will take like round or draining kiss. Doesn't really matter. Then I will use confusion or something. I don't know. I'll attack with Ralts. Doesn't really matter. I don't know why I always spell Ralts with a Z, but doesn't really matter. After I do this, it will then use Thunder Wave, which will cause it to Thunder Wave itself and Ralts, but Ralts is out of the fight at this point. Then I can just come in with, I believe it's Growlithe that just destroys, is what we decided. Let me just make sure. Or Piplup. No, I come in with Piplup and Pluck. So, Piplup, switch. And then it probably uses Attract or something, which is going to be annoying, but we can deal with it. And then Pluck. Pluck, Steel, Orin, Berry. It will probably try to use Thunder Wave, but I will have the Berry. There's better notation I can use for this in the future. I just need to figure this out for now. And so I can then, right guys, I can then, all that's like, I will just be able to kill at this point with a mix of Growlithe and Piplup. And so all we need to do is figure out how to deal with this Phanpy, which should theoretically be able to be 1v1'd. Honestly, we don't really have much of anything that can fight this guy also. The hope is, so I think I Pluck with Piplup. Yeah, okay. So we kind of just do whatever against the Phanpy. At that point, we'll have so much stuff that we can just kind of do whatever. So we've got this, right? Right, guys, this is our play. So we're starting out with Growlithe. That's all y'all need to know for now, and then I'll talk about it once we get into it. But I think this is the play. Everyone needs a Cherry Berry. Everyone has a Cherry Berry, I think. Cherry Berry, Cherry Berry, Cherry Berry, Cherry Berry, Cherry Berry. All right. Piplup does steal the berry. He just eats it. It's not like he gets it. He just eats it immediately. That's how Pluck works. You're thinking of Thief, which steals it. All right. Chat, here we go. Hopefully we don't lose anyone here. This would be a really upsetting fight to lose someone to. All right, so I hit with the Flame Wheel. That Intimidate doesn't mean anything. Its only move is Swift and other like lowering attack moves. So the Swift doesn't matter, but it will use Thunder Wave. Good. So it hits that Thunder Wave. I heal it with a Cherry Berry. And then I hit the Flame Wheel. Unless the AI is weird, at this point it should theoretically hit us with another... It should hit us with another Thunder Wave. It didn't, but that's okay. That's upsetting, actually. So that means our strategy isn't necessarily correct, which isn't great. I'll need to look into the AI at some point and how it works, but we can steer. So, what was our next play? Our next play was no matter what, we're planning to swap to Krogunk, fake out Vacuum Wave. There is a... Let me just make sure. If Swift crits a single time on Krogunk, it would mean that we have a guaranteed 2-hit KO from the Minccino onto Krogunk. It also has a 4.4% chance to 2-hit anyway. But if it Thunder Waves, we can see what happens. We aren't having to worry about sacking anyone yet, but there's a chance that things could go wrong because the AI can be weird. We will stick to the current plan of switching to Krogunk, as we don't know what could happen right here, but it doesn't theoretically see a kill, which means it probably wants to use. That's also not great. But if I had to guess, it wants to use Thunder Wave here. I will test this really quick on Lilithad, because Lilithad is kind of just here for the lulz. It should theoretically use Thunder Wave. Okay. And I know for a fact it doesn't like using Thunder Wave twice in a row. So if I had to guess, it's probably going to use another Swift here. This is kind of me just figuring out how this AI works, because it really didn't want to use Thunder Wave again. What's this guy's item again? This guy has an Oran Berry. Dollar isn't in the plan right now, right? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna switch to Dollar really quick just to see if it Thunder Waves again. If it does, it's fully RNG, which sucks. Okay, it uses Attract. So now it will use Thunder Wave again. I am almost 100% certain. Which means I switch into Paper Rolls. Good. Okay, we're figuring it out, chat. It just doesn't like using Thunder Wave twice in a row. So that Synchronized paralyzes the Minccino. Now Paper Rolls heals the paralysis. Now, with it paralyzed, I switch to Burgunk. This Minccino will try to attract. It has a chance to not. Never mind, it uses Swift, which is really scary, actually. That was a low roll, which means that like if it crits, that would be bad. But also, I fake out this turn, which means that it doesn't have a chance to do anything for now. That Oran Berry, I forgot about the Oran Berry. Chat, we're cooked. We're not cooked, we're fine. But that is something I just totally forgot about. Double steering. All right. Yeah, okay. Let me make sure of a calc really quick. Yeah, okay, we're good. So we switch into Lilithad here. The Attract is annoying as always, but we don't have to deal with it as much. It will be using Thunder Wave this next turn, or at least attempting to. Let me make sure of something actually. Okay, yeah, not working. So I will just absorb here. It's fine if this doesn't work. Cool. Like, this isn't great, but Minccino got hit with the Thunder Wave paralysis, so that's perfect. Let's see, like, this is just gonna be a small RNG check for a second. That's fine. Oh, I already used the Cherry Berry. I didn't even realize that. Am I infatuated? I use Absorb, nice. All right, so now, the next Pokemon to come in will most likely be the Jigglypuff. And actually, it is guaranteed that none of my Pokemon are faster than this thing, right? Let me just make sure. It has a very high, like Minccino is incredibly fast. Yeah, okay, the closest I have is 21 to its 23 speed. So nothing is this, like nothing outspeeds this thing, which isn't great. Like that's always unfortunate that I just don't have anything that can outspeed it. But if I am looking at my stuff, so a fake out kills here, I believe, right? Like this thing. So if I bring Gunk, I will kill this thing, but Gunk does take damage, which is not great because it could die. So instead, we need to bait it into using another Thunder Wave. And to do that, I will bring out Blippiza. Because it will use Swift here, Blippiza takes 25% from a Swift. And actually, I theoretically should just... Yeah, like a crit does 10 damage. So I theoretically just want to use Struggle Bug here. And actually, I Struggle Bug, yeah. And then after this, I actually... I'm going to set up... Is it light screen? Chat, which one is it? Light screen is... I forget, which is light screen? Reflect is physical, light screen is special, right? Fan P. Okay. So Fan P can only use Stomp here. It can use Stomp and Attract. I do not outspeed with Blippiza, which isn't great. Hopefully this is fine. I will be using a good ol' Reflect here because this guy only knows Stomp. So hopefully this doesn't flinch. It flinched. That's okay. I'm just going to use it again. No way it flinches twice, right, guys? Okay, well, now I die to another Stomp if it crits. So, steering again. We hit a good old Piplup fan moment. That's upsetting, but that's fine. Piplup takes at max 25.7. With a crit, it takes 37% HP. So I will pluck here. Actually, I growl here first. Okay, good. Lower that attack so that it is now a -1. I'm gonna growl again if I can. If I am in love, that's okay. Cool. So I double growl here, which means that it is now at -2 attack, which means that its Stomp at max can only deal 14% damage. I am going to attempt to hit it with a Pluck. If it doesn't work, that is okay, but it works. So that gets rid of its Oran Berry, gives it to my Piplup. Great stuff. So I now want to switch into good old Lilithad, I think, right? Or do I want to switch into anyone else? Yeah, I switch into Lilithad. Even if this, even if I get paralyzed a couple times, not a problem. Because it does like very little damage, and if I don't get stopped, I heal back to full. I heal 20 to 30% here, so like 8, yeah, 9 HP there. So if I can get through Attract and Paralysis here, this guy dies and we're fine. I can still steer, like this is fine if I am in love / fully paralyzed. Cool. I can go for one more Absorb for sure. Probably 2. Yeah, I can go for 2 at this point. It does suck that there are 3 different % chances that can stop me. But we got the Absorb, so that should be a kill. All right, so now I can switch. I need to switch into someone who is not paralyzed, so that the guy thinks that it can use something good. Because this Jigglypuff will want to use Thunder Wave on a Pokemon that's not paralyzed. It will be using Attract this turn. But I will first switch to Groudgino. Hit it with that, which lowers its Draining Kiss damage, which is great. I believe, correct? Oh, Draining Kiss is special? How did I not know that? Okay, cool. So, it's going to attempt to paralyze, which I'm going to switch Ralts into. Hit that synchronize. And then I can switch into Piplup Fan. We're in the same fight, but we're getting through it now. So Jigglypuff paralyzed, perfect. It will go for a Thunder Wave this turn, and no matter what, it won't work because I have a way to deal with that. And it's paralyzed again, so that's another free turn for us. So we hit it with that bubble, should do about half of its remaining health. Oh, that was a crit, so we'll take 2 more. Round, scary. I don't know why it used round, but doesn't matter. But we're good, chat. We steered, we made it through. I figured out how the AI works a little bit. There's that Thunder Wave it should have used last turn. But I have the Cherry Berry to deal with it, and I will get through. All right, chat, we're through. And 2 crits right there. That's crazy. That's why you gotta worry about the crits, guys, because those things can destroy you. Okay, we made it through without any issues. Not a single issue. Not one. All right, anyway, let's go heal. So what I've realized is today we're just getting, I think we're just getting to this boss battle of this this Aqua Grunt up here. I don't know how much more I got to do. All right, so let's look at the good old encounters. Here's our next fight. It's against this Carvanha, Krogunk, and Execute. This one is so much easier. This Carvanha has rough skin, which means that we will be taking damage if I like physically hit it. But it doesn't really know anything that can deal with my Lotad. So if we look at the, let me pull this up. If we look at the damage calculator for the next trainer, if we have Carvanha and Lotad, my Lotad deals 75 to 88% to it. And to be fair, to its credit, now that I'm looking at it, it actually can kill with a bite, which is crazy. I did not realize that, which does make this slightly more annoying now that I'm looking at it. But I don't see a reason that we shouldn't be able to deal with this. Hold on. Because there's no way we have to play around the crit, right? Like that we just have to deal with the crit. All right, see you, paper. All right, well, the Krogunk is pretty easy to deal with. Its strongest move is Belch, which is a move that will only do damage once it eats a berry. If I pluck that berry away from it, it cannot use it. It cannot use its strongest move if I pluck the berry from it. Like if I go over here, have the Salac berry, and then just say none, Belch would theoretically do nothing. It doesn't let you do it unless you use the... What if I told you there wasn't a forest encounter that I could get here? I have everything I can get at this point. So, what we need to do here is like, and then against the execute, I should be able to just have, yeah, I can wall the execute with Growlithe. This guy's a little scary. Why are all of my Pokemon weak to dark? What the heck? So I think I start out the fight with a fake out. And is there anything I can switch to for a guaranteed like living? Okay, it would be you. And so I could switch out. Okay. So looking at it, I want to switch. I need to make sure everyone has an Oranberry this fight, because that's going to be required. Just making sure I don't die. All right. So I start out the fight with Krogunk because that will allow me to get some chip damage with a fake out against the Carvana. It will mean I take damage in return through Rough Skin, which, how much damage does Rough Skin do? Hold on. 1/8 of my max HP. So that will deal about 4 damage to Krogunk. But that should be okay. It is scary fighting against this Carvana when it has a chance to OHKO my Lotad. Because, yeah, with Poison Fang and Bite, it can kill if it crits, which is terrifying. That means it's a 1 in 16 just die, like lose a Lotad. Which is insane because he's like our only answer to this fight. Let me look at nature power again. Yeah, I also don't have anything that would make it where my C dot could use a grass type move, which isn't great either. I thought this fight would be a lot easier. It gets way easier after I fight this Carvana. I didn't realize it would be an issue. It does have an Oranberry, which means that Piplup would actually be fine against it. And so actually, I think I start out with Piplup, take the hit from it, and steal its Oranberry. And then, yeah, okay. I see what the line is. So let me export this really quick just to make this more accurate. But so the line is I actually start with Piplup Fan out. And then I will switch into Bring Gunk. Because Pluck will do, like with Pluck and, whatchamacallit. With Pluck and Fake Out, I will deal most of his health. I'm just gonna look in the box really quick. Let me just make sure. So based on this, I want to have Piplup and I want to have Krogunk on the team. Oh yeah. Yes, I can show color coding. So color coding is a thing that you can do where you can show if a Pokemon's gonna get one shot. Color code explanation. If this is like, if something is orange, that means it might get O-code, and like these are all the different things. Red always gets O-code. Could O-code each other. Like there's just a bunch of different things. So it is very useful. So there's a chance that Dottler apparently can possibly one-shot this guy, which now that I'm looking at it actually is true. It just also sucks because Dottler is a psychic type. Wait, actually, hold on. Guys, it would have been better for me to not evolve Dottler here because it wouldn't have been a psychic type, which means I would have been taking less damage here. I should have not evolved this Dottler until after this fight. Or I should, yeah. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. But that's good knowledge for later, is whenever something adds a type, to really consider if you need that. Because this bite would actually not be doing that much damage if, I think it wouldn't be killing with a crit if it was a Blipbug. I think. Okay. So if I add that chance to Oko. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's Piplup into Krogunk. Actually, how much does he do again to Piplup if he crits? So a crit deals 54 to 68, which is fine. So that the bite's the thing that's scary. But if it crits, I will use an Oran Berry no matter what, which means I would be okay for another turn. So I think the play is to use Pound, then Pluck, then switch to... Yes, okay. So the play, chat, is use Pound, get hit by a bite. If it crits, that activates my Oran Berry. No, I just Pluck anyway, because it'll deal enough damage anyway to make it worth it. Yeah. Okay. So I Pluck twice. That's fine. I Pluck twice, and then I can switch into Krogunk to... Yes. And then what's my answer to execute? My answer to execute is a Growlithe. And what's my answer to Krogunk against Rock Smash, Poison Sting, Fake Out? Rock Smash, Poison Sting, Fake Out. I'd use Dottler against him if he can't use Belch. Yeah, this is fine. I think I could genuinely do it with just these 4 Pokemon. But Ralts is a solid option against Krogunk also. Actually, Ralts is a great option against Krogunk. What am I talking about? Ralts one-shots this guy. Ralts does not one-shot this guy. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I actually do this without Lotad, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, okay, I have to play. All right, chat. So here's the play, right? The play is I will first have Piplup fan out. He's holding an Oran Berry, I think, right? Everyone is holding an Oran Berry now. Okay, so I use Pluck twice with Piplup. Even if I get crit 2 times, I will be okay. Carvana outspeeds me, which means it will be dealing the damage first. I will Pluck its Oran Berry to heal. It is scarier if it crits the first round, but it should be fine no matter what. Because Piplup outspeeds Krogunk. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's okay. Oh yeah, and Krogunk has an Unburden, which means it will get even faster. Hold on, let me check something really quick. What is this berry again? It just raises speed. Oh, okay. Cool. So that's fine. It doesn't have Unburden. It has the Salac berry. Okay, so actually, if I Pluck with Piplup, I actually outspeed the Krogunk all of a sudden. So yeah. All right, chat. We ready? I think we're all good. Let's go. Hello, sir. All right. So, and this also will have the rough skin after it, so I think it should be fine, like double fine on how much damage I'm taking. Perfect. The Pluck will activate the Oran Berry. I'll take the rough skin damage. And then let me just make sure of the calcs while I'm here. I'm down to 28, so if I am at 28 health and he crits, still no chance of me dying. So here, I just Pluck again. All right, good. No crit again. This is on the fly calcing. If I am at 23, oh, wait, sorry. No, it's going to be 19 HP. If I'm at 19 and it crits, that is going to kill. So now at this point, I want to switch to Bring Gunk. He will be using Bite here. I use Fake Out. Doesn't kill, which is unfortunate. I didn't deal quite enough damage, but that's so pog. Oh my gosh, bring Gunk, you're crazy. Is that just how Poison Touch works? It's not always, right? It's a chance. Yeah, it's May Poison. Okay, cool. He's just pog as heck. All right, so that still makes our plan work fine. It's exactly how we want it to be. So now he brings out Execute. Execute. It's kind of sad that this Execute. It's just gonna never get to play the game here. It will use Confusion, which isn't great. As it will deal upwards of like 50% of my health here. 52, yeah. But there's no way it can kill me here off of that. So I Flame Wheel. Perfect. That is actually on the lower end, but that burn goes crazy. It does actually suck that it got to exactly that amount of HP because that Oran Berry pops off. It tried to go for a Stun Spore though. Doesn't matter. So I hit it with another Flame Wheel. Wow, this guy sucks. It harvested back its Oran Berry. I forgot that's the annoying part of this fight, is it can just keep getting back its Oran Berry. Harvest is crazy because it just gives back the berry at the end of every turn. Like the berry that you eat at the end of every turn. All right. And so we got rid of that. And now we have good old Krogunk, which is supposed to be this guy's ace. But we are about to make this thing real sad. So it is going to first use, let me make sure of something. How can I force it to use a good move here? And it's not really good moves per se. Yeah, is there anything that's actually like bad here per se? Krogunk v Krogunk, how's that look? Yeah, okay. I actually just switched to Krogunk here. He's going to Fake Out, but then I will do a return Fake Out. And then this tiny amount of chip damage will guarantee a kill with either Ralts or what's his name? Dottler. And neither of them are in any scare of dying. Actually, Ralts is more of a scare of dying, so I will bring in Blapeza. But Confusion will deal 97 to 129% of this thing's health. So this will be a one-shot no matter what. That poison's crazy. There was so much random poison in this, but this should one-shot. Great. Perfect. Easy. All right, still no deaths. All right. This guy needs me to help him, and he won't let me go through the forest until I do. So instead of going through the forest like you normally do at this point, which, sorry for all of y'all, the screen is dying currently. Oh yeah, there's apparently swearing in this ROM hack. Don't even worry about it. I just don't read the text. All right. So we've got, what do we got here? Yes, we heal, and then we continue on. And so now, here's the thing. I need to make sure that I have everything that I want at this point. Because fun fact, this guy just doesn't let you come back to, he doesn't let you go back to, what's it called? Here until after you do a few things on, like, after the boat. So I want to make sure that I have a lot of Pokeballs because there's not a Pokemart in Dewford Town. And so, I actually need to make sure that I just buy a few Pokeballs. And I'm also going to buy a few potions. Like, I'm just gonna buy like 3 potions. Because even though we have just as many uses of the Pokemon Center as we want, there are some times where it is very useful to poison a Pokemon, as opposed to burn them. Like, there are times where it's useful to poison a Pokemon, but I still want them to come into the fight at full HP, which means I have to poison them as I'm standing outside the fight. So I just want to make sure I have the option to do that. But yeah, now we can just set sail to Dewford. Man, that boat got way too close to that swimmer. That is not safe. Why did he do that? All right, but now we actually have access to another encounter. We actually have access to a lot of encounters here because we're in Dewford Town now. Over here, we're in Route 107. Over here, we're in Route 106. And there's also the cave over to the left right here. Right now, I'm just going to get these 3 encounters and we'll kind of continue on. But in Dewford Town, it's a lot of fighting type Pokemon. I could also get some different water type Pokemon in the water. But I have 2 currently, and I think I would much prefer a fighting type than a, another water type currently. So we just kind of see what happens here. Okay. Minfu, honestly, pretty cool. And let me just check really quick. If I just am fighting a level 8 Mienfoo, is it anywhere close for it to die from like anything from Piplup? Cool. A bubble doesn't even get close to killing, so I will do this. Evolve super late. Yeah, it is just useful to have a fighting type in general. All right, let's throw that Pokeball. All right, who wants to be Mienfoo? All right, give a nickname to the captured Mienfoo. I'm indifferent, so I'll wait. That's so fair. Patamose, you want to be it? All right. So I've been trying to kind of make them I've been trying to make them like fit in with the thing. So I think like Mosfu, Padanfu? Does Padanfu work for y'all? Patafu? Or do we want Patafu, Patamu? What are we thinking here? Hold on. Let me just That's true. I do like Patamu a lot. Are we digging Patamu? We can always change it if we really want to. Okay, well, It is Patamu. It is your Pokemon. Which one do you want? Do you want to be funny or Moo? It is. All right. Patamu. We can always change it later if you really want to. All right, so we've hit that check. Now we have a route. This is Route 107, correct? Route 106. So the Route 106 can be a Spheal, a Chewtle, a Shelder, or a Staryu. I think Staryu goes crazy here. If we got that. I doubt that we're gonna get it because it's a 5% chance to get a Staryu here, but we could, which would be crazy. The Mario Kart references never stop. Yeah, totally is. Chewtle. Choodle's pretty good. That turns into a water rock type. Rock is a very good typing, offensively at least. No way a pluck kills. I'm assuming Chewtle. Sorry, a Chewtle that's level 8, not a level 101. Yeah, okay, nothing even gets close here, so I'll just pluck. The water pulse. Yeah, fine. Chewtle is very silly. I very much like Chewtle. Chewtle is a very good Pokemon. And then it evolves into a very good Pokemon, you know? You picking up what I'm putting down? All right, who wants to be Chewtle? Also, we could change the naming scheme if we want to at some point. If someone has a really good idea for a Pokemon name, like, go for it. Let's see, is there anyone that I can think of that would be good? To be fair, Sea Turtle is a moderator. We could just name it Sea Turtle. Like, we have a Sea Turtle in the Bringle community. I feel like Sea Turtle just fits. Sea Turtle will probably show up at some point. Because this is a Sea Turtle, you know? Sea Turtle. Oh, right, I should have named it Sea Chew. All right, hold on. Let me fix that. Let me fix this issue, this glaring problem that we had. Hold on, I gotta go get the issue out of the box. Let me get a good old Sea Chew. It could be Chew Turtle also. Do we want Sea Chew or Chew Turtle? It does have those Waddle Dingus bangs though. Because it's like Chewtle already. So I feel like Chew Turtle might be too similar. Sea Chew. Okay, we can do Sea Chew fits. Sea Chew fits. All right, so we got that Sea Chew. So now because we finished that fight, I also have access to more endless candy, which means I can level things up to, I believe, level 17. So Chewtle just got Ice Fang. And yeah, we can level up a bunch of things here. Anything new on Blapeza? No new moves on Blapeza. All right. Program wants Mud Shot, which is very good. That's a very good move. Mud Slap is interesting because of the reduced accuracy, but I believe that reducing speed is going to be stronger than reducing accuracy as we get further in, because you don't want to be relying on RNG as you get further into this ROM hack. Sludge is also very interesting. Maelstrom Poison, way better than Poison Sting. Poison Sting is not a very good move in this game, or really any game, I believe. All right, now we can start leveling up Paper Rolls, which I think, when does it evolve into Curlia? I think it's like level 23 or something like that. I'm just throwing out a random number there. Magical Leaf goes insane here. This Ralt is crazy. Level 20, all right. And then Gralgino, it's just gonna kind of be that until we get a Firestone, unless they change the way it evolves in this, which they did with some Pokemon. Trade evolutions evolve by like a level or something, I think. Firefang is really good. It is just a better Flame Wheel. I don't think there's ever going to be a time that, like in the near future, that I'm going to need Flame Wheel over Firefang. And I think there will be times that I need Ember over Flame Wheel. And so I think it is better to get rid of Flame Wheel because I would like to have a special fire and a physical fire in this situation. So I believe it is better to get rid of Flame Wheel because there's just a weaker Firefang with more PP. But we don't need the PP. Chat, we don't need PP. You need like a small amount of it. But no, you don't need it. And now we get to evolve Piplup Fan. And I don't know what to tell y'all, chat. We're gonna it's not gonna be a Piplup anymore. Interesting. Chat, we seem to have a Prinplup now. That's all right though. You know, it's fine. Piplup Fan won't be upset. No way he would be upset about that. All right, we have a Prinplup. Pipe up. Metal Claw goes crazy also. Your stream crashed on mine like 50 times. That sucks. Metal Claw is incredible. It has a chance to raise my attack. It's definitely better than Pound. If I'm not using Metal Claw, I'm going to probably be using Pluck. I don't think there's not really any overlap of not very effective. Is everyone's internet dying? Because that means it probably is on my end or YouTube's end. Nicknames do not get changed. All right, so we hit that with the Pound, baby. Yeah, it might be on my end. My computer's been really weird lately with like things like that. So I'm gonna have to see if I have malware on my computer or something, because there's a chance that I do. I don't know. But I need to like do a deep clean of my computer, both physically and like electronically. All right, let's check. So I now also have one other check that I can do. I can do the Route 106 check, and we are using Dupe's Claws here, which means that I cannot get the same Pokemon or the same Pokemon species 2 times, which means that if I get here, if I get a Choodle, theoretically, I would not have to catch it. But I don't. I get a Horsey, which honestly goes kind of crazy. Wait. Oh, I got those backwards. Yes. Never mind. Choodle couldn't be here. I was looking at that wrong. I was looking at the one that had the Choodle. I could have gotten a Remoraid or a Carvana here, which any of those would be fine. I think I like Horsey the most. Realistically, if there is malware on my computer, it's probably from me downloading like not downloading ROMs. That's for sure. I would never do that. I assume Bubble Beam kills this Horsey now because I have an insanely strong Prinplup now. Let's make sure. Prinplup versus the level 17 Chad Primplup versus the level 8 Beta Horsey. Okay, but Metal Claw's fine to use. Yeah, Metal Claw would be fine. Imagine trying to use smoke screen on my clear body Primplup. Ha! Easy. Okay, hear me out, guys. Horsey backwards spells ace row. It has ace in its name. So true. I'll just call it ace row. Ace row. All right. This good? We good with this? Approved? Okay. Yeah, let me take a screenshot of that really quick. Actually, yeah, I have to go back to... Wait, that guy just appeared. Chat, did y'all... That guy... Wait, guys. He's about to appear. He's about to appear right under the... Right under here. You'll just see him like... Poof. How does he do that? He's crazy. All right. I think I will do these. I think I'll do these next two fights because I don't think they were that bad. Hold on, let me... no, I'm getting tired and I don't want to die, but I will at least look at them for a second and we can theorize a little. Ooh. I don't... Actually, Lily Tag can evolve. Hold on. And I believe so can Lucipup. Hold on. Let me level up some of my Pokemon here really quick. Yeah, we'll get a couple evolutions here, actually. I think we can even evolve C-Dot. Bye, Waddle Dingus. Or I don't know if you were saying bye to me or if you were saying bye like you're leaving, but goodbye either way. All right, guys. Hey-Dot might actually become useful. Oh my gosh, he's becoming useful, guys. He's doing it. Guys, y'all aren't prepared. The only Pokemon that has nipples. Don't worry about Miltank, besides Miltank. True fact, by the way. They don't draw them on anyone else but this guy. Also, really good fake out user. All right, and now we can get a Lilithad evolution. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to say that. I was about to say something. Not going to say that. I almost made a very big mistake. Of course, you know that's the only Pokemon that has nipples. I know this because I have watched a lot of those Pokemon quizzes, but the answers are all wrong type videos. They love bringing that up in those videos. Yeah, Hayden, you grew nipples. Anyway. Mega Drain is a better absorb. Lotad is turning into Lombre. Lilibray. This is so Lily right there. That's so Lily. Think about it. Okay, we have 3 fake out users currently, which is crazy because fake out is such a good move. Fake out is just better astonish. Yeah. Hayden is so Nuzleaf. And Bringle is so Krogunk. Bringunk. Dang, Waddle Dingus still didn't get hit by that. Thank you, Hayden, for the 5 gifted. I am like sitting here hoping that Waddle Dingus gets one of these, and he never does. Once we move learn Covet. Covet is very nice. That's a good old fairy type move that will replace my Odor Sleuth. There's a different way to pronounce Odor Sleuth. I don't know how, like, I'm pretty sure you don't say odor, but I don't know how you pronounce that. But yeah, Hayden, thank you for those 5 gifted. Lillipup is evolving. This is our 3rd evolution, guys. Let's go. Welcome back, Paper. We haven't lost anyone. No one's died. It's pretty cool. Ah. Level 17. All right. Patamu. I feel like Patamu probably learns Fake Out if I had to guess. It seems like a Fake Out user. We have 4 Fake Out users that we can have. This is insane. Learn Double Slap. Nice. All right. Ace Row, what you got for me? Twister. That's pretty cool. I think that's not 100% accurate though, which is always scary. Like I don't want to use a non 100% accurate move. Bubble Beam is really good though. That replaces Bubble, which I'm assuming it has. Yep. Smoke Screen might actually be what, no, because Bubble's literally just a worse Bubble Beam. There's no reason to keep Bubble. Twister is 100% nice. Infu being a late mon might make its moveset bad. That's true. When does level 50? Okay, so that's gonna be after Gym 5, I think. Yeah, that's after Gym 5, I believe, and so should be fine. Hey, Damien. Yeah, Hayden is gifted like 10 subs this time. But yeah, so I'm trying to think. Let's take a look really quick at good old. Oh, hey, that's my stream again. Let's take a look at the good old encounter, or the good old combat tracker. Oh wait, this is this one. So we've got a Staryu, a Lombre, and an Arrokuda. The good thing is, at this point, we kind of don't have to worry too much for the next couple fights because we just out-leveled them so much that it doesn't really matter. We are still in the early part of the game that is not really an issue to deal with. As we get later in, a difference of like 5 levels will not really mean anything whenever it's like a level 60 and a level 65. That's nothing. But yeah. So let's take a look really quick. We are initially going up against the Staryu. So let me type in Staryu. That'll be Fisherman Elliot. All right. So against Staryu, I should just be able to use Lombre. Yeah, Lombre. 1 hit, or guaranteed 2 hits with Mega Drain. Then against the Lombre, I can just kill it with Mega Drain also. Even with its Giga Drain, I still outdamage it quite a bit. And then Arrokuda, yeah. So actually, I'm just gonna run into this fight because this fight is a guaranteed just spam Mega Drain, like, to kill. So let's do that really quick. I might be able to get to the next encounter before I go to bed. If there was like a lot of planning that needed to get done, I would probably have gone to bed right now, but I still got this. This is way easier. Oh, there's definitely gonna be harder fights, just not right now. Mega Drain. Actually, I need to use Fake Out here first, but that's okay. Because I don't actually have a guaranteed one-shot on this. It's a likely one-shot, but it's not a guaranteed one-shot. Okay, got it anyway. There was no fear of me, like there was no chance that like anything bad happens if I didn't Fake Out, but it would have been better for me to Fake Out there. But yeah, having, oh, Teeter Dance, right, this exists. That's fine. Literally does not matter. Oh no. Anyway. Let's see. Let me just make sure of what my team is. I got you, I got you, I got you. You. Cool. Let me just really quick. I did have the clones facing off, you're correct. Seismic Toss does do a solid amount of damage, but it's always its level. Like, it always does the amount of damage that is its level. So that's nothing. Let's bring back out Lilithad. It is kind of crazy that this guy's out. Oh, it's a speed tie. That's crazy. Okay, so this guy actually will always use Teeter Dance if he has the chance. So if I can just switch out, he will use Seismic Toss here and then try to Teeter Dance again. Yeah, okay, so he will try to Teeter Dance after this because he has no way to kill me. And so if I Fake Out here, he's trying to Teeter Dance right now. Nuzleaf also outspeeds, which means I can almost kill with Razor Leaf. I can kill with Razor Leaf. There was a chance that I could not kill, but didn't matter. Just helped speed things along that I didn't. And here, Aerocuda against my Lombre can do a maximum of not that much damage. He will be using Peck here. Oh no, he'll be using Aqua Jet, really? Oh, he saw that I could kill him. Yeah, so fun fact, something about the AI in this game. If they see that you can, I am now realizing I could have outsped and killed there. But if they see that you can outspeed and kill, they will just go for a priority move that does some damage. Also, Bringle, yes, I love Pokemon Rumble. I would be happy to. Great game. Yeah, I can do the Fake Out right here. And then even if he crits with Peck, I am perfectly okay. I am out of range of his a kill. Pokemon Rumble is a great game. Oh, Flying Gem. That doesn't kill still. That's incorporated. Yeah. I was just thinking about Pokemon Rumble randomly, and I realized I have a platform for Pokemon Rumble. You do. Pokemon Rumble, like I've talked about, like I actually played it with Mac, like it wasn't over Thanksgiving. I think it was over like during last summer, but we played a little bit, and because I just wanted to show her my childhood. Pokemon Rumble and Pokemon Rumble Blast, great games for me, like as a kid. Loved those games as a kid. All right, so this next trainer, definitely a bit scarier, more complex. I can do it though. I can get through it. I will do this so we can see what our next encounter is. So, we've got this guy, Ruin Maniac Georgie. So he's got the good old Berry Juice Dwebble, Sandygast, Munchlax with a Salac Berry, and Gluttony, which let me look up what Gluttony is again because I always forget. Increases movement speed. What? Gluttony causes the Pokemon to eat berries that would normally be eaten at 20. Oh, okay, so it eats them faster. Gotcha. So it basically just means it's gonna eat its Salac Berry at 50% instead of 25%, which could be scary. Munchlax has belly drum headbutt. So as long as I can deal 50% damage to this Munchlax, I am okay. But its strategy and its goal is to use belly drum, which puts it at 50% HP and maxes out its like attack stat. And it also, because it's at 50% HP, will eat its Salac Berry, which will which will make it increase its speed by a stage, which will make it outspeed most Pokemon on my team. And so if I can't kill it in one turn, it can sweep at that point with Headbutt. But theoretically, this Munchlax should be able to die to Krogunk. Actually, do I struggle against this guy? Hold on. Let me look at the maths. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, the play is to Mienfoo is going to be the Munchlax killer. This ROM does have fairy types, yes. Mienfoo is the Munchlax killer. It does it for free. Munchlax will always use belly drum. And if it uses belly drum, it goes down to 50%. I can then fake out and then outspeed rock smash kill. Or if I already have it out, I can do it before it has a chance to belly drum and just kill it outright, basically. So Mienfoo is a guarantee on this team. Against Dwebble, I can always kill with a Bubble Beam with Horsey. So basically, guarantee the play, which also it could be Primplup, I'm assuming. Yeah, Primplup, and Primplup does outspeed. So I could also use Primplup here instead. So Dwebble's easy. Sandygast also gets O-code by Horsey or Primplup. Yeah. Mawile can get killed by... Yeah. Okay, Mawile. So yeah, this is easy. So I need to... I can't do multiple. That's sad. Okay, so I want to have... I'll do Horsey for fun. We want Horsey, we want Horsey, we want Growlithe, and we need Mienfoo. Fairy types are the type I'm most unfamiliar with. I don't think they were in Gen 4. They were added in Gen 6. So yeah, definitely unfamiliar. Basically, all you need to know, I think, is Steel immune to them? I forget. Steel, they're bad against. Dragon, they're good against. Fire, they are bad against attacking, but not defending. I forget what else there is, but yeah. What gen was X and Y? Gen 6. But yeah, so this should be a perfect fight. Yeah, there's no issues with the fight. I can Oko, Dwebble, you, I 2-hit KO with Growlithe, and Mienfoo takes care of Munchlax. A +6 Munchlax is terrifying. It kills almost my entire team, guaranteed. So that's just the issue we have to deal with, but I do not have to worry about that. Because I will deal so much damage with Mienfoo. Like, it's not even close. All right. Just making sure. Yeah. Okay. So let me just go grab all the Pokemon that I'll need for this. Oh yeah, what gender is this, Ralts? Hold on. Female. So Gardevoir. It should be, at least. That should be how it works in this game. right, so I need Growlithe. The nerd pizza bug. Actually. So then Mienfoo, and then probably what I want is just some Pokemon that can use Fake Out. There's no reason to. Gardevoir can be male, just not in this game, I don't think. I think that was an old thing. I don't think Gardevoir can be male anymore. I could be mistaken though. All right. So as long as I have Horsey out, let me save really quick just because. But as long as I have Horsey out, this fight is free. I have Ace Row out. Good. All right. Here we go, chat. I'm clicking the down button. All right, Ruin Maniac Georgie. Time to die. Good. Bubble Beam. Shutter Encoder. All right, that is the Dwebble down. This Munchlax. Actually spooky. Shoot. Wait, this wasn't supposed to be how this goes. I think I still outspeed with 2 Bubble Beams, so I think we're okay. Because Salac Berry only increases by 1 stage. That crit's so nice. And okay, we're fine. That's actually terrifying that happened. But it is neutral speed now because I lowered its speed and then increased. So there's no way that it's faster than me. So we're good. But that could have been really bad. I believe no matter what, we were okay there because even +1, I doubled that guy's speed. But yeah, we're fine. All right. Now we switch to good ol', you know, honestly, we could just 2-hit KO this guy with a Bubble Beam. I still haven't taken any damage, but you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's let Horsey sweep this fight just for funsies, you know? This Horsey's crazy though. Having a special attack of 35 right now, this thing is a monster. Like this, I think has my highest special attack on my team currently. Yeah, this is my highest special attack on the team. Sorry, Ace Row. Yes, Ace Row is a monster. It is a incredible, like it is a very fast, very strong Pokemon. Like this Horsey just clicked Bubble Beam on this entire team and won. Like what do you do against it? It's funny because if the guy just used Headbutt a couple times instead with Munchlax instead of using Belly Drum, it would have been fine. Like it could have probably, like it wouldn't have killed me, but like he would have done more. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I believe one of these houses actually has something for us. I don't remember which one it is. Is it you? It's a silk scarf. This would have been good to have. It like didn't actually do anything, but there are a few items that I can get around here. Let me check the item locations really quick. Oh, there was something in Route 104 also. Okay. Oh, there's a heart scale there. Interesting. Good to know. There is something in Granite Cave for us also. Yeah, it's just horsey backwards, and it just happened to have ace in it. Yeah, and so at that point, we don't have any more fights until after we get this encounter. So, yeah. Let me make sure my Pokemon are healed. Good. All right. So next encounter could be a few different things, but this is going to be basically our ground type encounter. I would love, though, to get a Togedemaru. It is only a 5% chance, but a Togedemaru would be so cool. Togedemaru is a great Pokemon for Nuzlocke like this. Also, escape rope. You get all of them. It gives you infinite escape ropes. But like, you can get steel types here. I think either Togedemaru or Sandai would be really good, but I'm happy with anything here. Phanpy, that's the most common. Totally chill. Actually, let me just Phanpy. Level 2 Phanpy. Sorry, not level 2, level 8. Gosh, this horsey's a monster. If I wanted to kill this thing, I could destroy it. Twister does not kill this thing at all, so we can just use this to get it lowered some HP. And let's get a good old Pokeball going. Catch that Phanpy, Gorley. Nice. All right, guys, who's Phanpy? Who is it? Who's it gonna be? If we ever want to, I can always go to like the mod list, like the moderator list. Crowns, you want to be Phanpy? All right, how can we Dawn Crown? That's true. It is gonna be a Dawn fan. That's fair. I can work with Dawn Crown. Dawn P. Did y'all know that Don Schnack doesn't like Dawn Fan, but he loves Great Tusk? I think he doesn't like Dawn Fan, if I remember correctly. I believe he really doesn't like Dawn Fan. And it's really funny because Great Tusk is his favorite Pokemon. I could be wrong, though. I might be misremembering. All right. Rock Blast, great move. Actually, Rock Blast can miss, can't it? Chat, someone tell me if Rock Blast can miss. I have to navigate here. It can? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't realize there was an Everstone in here. I was just clicking rocks. Hello? Yo! That's not helpful. Woot woot. Let's go. 85%. Yeah, that's what I assumed. Multi-hit moves usually aren't fully accurate. Great Tusk is a cooler Dawn fan. You are correct. 95 or 90%. Gotcha. Okay, there's nothing else here that we need, I believe. Let me just type in Granite Cave. Requires Mach Bike. Okay. Nothing there. Everstone. Yeah, yes. Okay. Cool. So I just need to talk to the NPC at the front and then Getting a Greninja would be great. Hey, Steven. Don't worry, guys. We don't have to, like, fight this guy or anything. That would be insane. Imagine fighting Steven right there. Hold on. I gotta talk to this guy to get Flash. Thanks, man. Hey, thanks, man. Okay, so now I actually do have the ability to get one more encounter, and then I think I'll stop for the day. But we got one more encounter to do, I believe. Yes, okay, we will have one more encounter. So, chat. Off to Slateport. Oh, I just realized I forgot. I should have not done the encounter in that first room because, like for future caves, I need to remember this. But like each different room of a cave or like location like that has different encounters. So that room had like Fanpy, Qfant, Rhyhorn, Togedemaru, Sandile. But future ones had like Alolan Geodude and Sandshrew, or like the ice room had ice types, which I think an ice type would have actually been better to possibly get. I could have gotten like Amara, which evolves into what's it called? The Brachiosaurus with like the cool fins, but that kind of thing. And then Steven's room actually has a chance to get like Hatena, which is a fairy type, I think. Is Hatena a fairy type or is it just psychic? I think it's psychic fairy if I'm not mistaken, but I could just be stupid. It could also have other things. Yeah, I don't know. Aurorus, that's the name. All right, chat, but we have one more encounter right here. Chat, was this route? This is Route 109, right? This is Route 109. Yeah. All right. For I would love a Weasel here because he's an otter. Weasel's one of my favorite Pokemon also. Okay, Tortuga goes crazy though. Hold up. I was looking at the wrong thing. There's no Weasel here. Weasel's in Slateport. I get Weasel later. This guy goes crazy though. Tortuga is such a good Pokemon. Let me just make sure, as always, Tortuga. Am I even close to killing a Tortuga? That is level 10. Not with Twister. All right. Hopefully this Tortuga isn't close to killing me in any way. That'd be funny. Oh, he flinched? Easy. What are we gonna do? We're gonna catch it. But then we gotta figure out what we name it, which I'm assuming is what you were talking about, because that's the most important thing in relation to this guy. Oh, fun fact. The move Knockoff. It's a move that normally just gets rid of the item that the receiver of the attack is holding, and then, you know, just for the fight. So like it'll come back. It's just like on the ground, you like pick it up or whatever. Like I don't know how it works, but you like pick it up, put it back on your Pokemon before the fight actually ends. In this game, it's gone. If you get hit by Knockoff, you lose that item. So you have to be very careful if you see the words Knockoff in a Pokemon's move pool. Also, this Tortuga does not want to go on the ball. All right, what other Pokemon do I have that wouldn't just absolutely destroy this guy? I need something that's... Okay, yeah. Herdier can deal some damage and not kill this guy. Cool. He doesn't like the ball, that's true. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And if I use Tackle, we're fine. I can use 2 tackles here. Yeah, and this next one, even if it crits, is not a problem. If the first one crit, I wouldn't use the second tackle here, but because the first one didn't crit, I had a guaranteed shot at not killing it. And I froze again. Why does my computer do that? I don't know. Hey, all right, guys, we got a Tortuga. All right, so we already used sea turtle, so we can't do that again. We got to find another name for Tortuga, guys. We already got sea turtle though. Sea turtle's choodle. We could do sea turtle again. I just feel like that doesn't fit, you know? All right. Executive decision. Who just wants to be a Tortuga? It doesn't have to be close to your name at all. Tortuga's a solid Pokemon, I think. It kind of depends on what his stats are. But hopefully he's really good. Anyone? Any takers? Ambertuga. Turham. Sage. Gotcha. Sage Tuga. Sage Tuga. Sauga. Suga. Oh. Sega? Sega. Sage, you good with Sega? Or would you like anything else added on to the end? This is the best I can do with Sage. We get Sega at the same time. Cool. All right. So, our next step, which I won't be doing today because it's late. It's very late. Our next step, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights until our next boss, and then an optional fight against this guy, which basically the way this fight is, if you have a way, like we'll talk about it more when we get there, but basically this fight, it's optional. You don't have to do this fight the entire game if you don't want to, but it blocks encounters. And so if you want to get encounters, you could theoretically fight this guy before a boss, or you could fight it after a boss and be a much higher level to make it easier. But there's a chance that the thing behind, like the encounters behind it, would be like help you in that boss if you didn't have the ability to fight the boss already. So there's a lot of things that you can do here. But this is a very difficult fight. It just randomly throws 5 Pokemon at you when the most that anything has ever had is 4, and those 4 fights are very easy. This is a very difficult fight. But yeah, so we have 6, maybe 7 fights before our next chance to level up. So we have a lot of things that we'll have to do next time I play this. I'm genuinely having a great time. Hey, it's me again. I'm having a great time playing this, so I am very much down to play again. But the next time y'all see me, I'll be in a new place. I'll have a new apartment. I'm moving tomorrow. I don't know when the next stream will be. I'm gonna be gone this weekend, but it'll be sometime next week, because next week I will have a lot of free time. because I have to take off 2 weekends in a row, and so my work isn't putting me as much on as much next week. And so I have like a couple days off on top of what I asked for, and so I'll just be like either streaming or working on videos and stuff at that time. But yeah, hope that goes as smooth as possible. I hope so too. I basically just have to get like all the stuff back there off the shelf. I have a shelf up here, and then I basically just have to toss everything into boxes. But it should be pretty easy overall. Yeah. I don't think I got anything else though. I'm gonna go to bed. Waddle Dee will be in the camera. I plan on getting one of those fancy like IKEA shelves. It's like the 2x4 like boxes, and I'll just throw I'll throw Waddle Dee and my Kirby plush into like just some of those. Probably like the third from the bottom or something. But yeah, it'll be set up. My next room will be much bigger, and so I'll be able to like put things further back, and it'll be great. It'll be great. Y'all will see. But yeah, I will see y'all sometime next week. I'm having a blast playing this, and I plan to play it more. This is a very fun ROM hack. But yeah, I'll see y'all around. Bye-bye.